Well, the U.S. economy is now in its longest economic expansion in history without a recession. This month marks the 121st consecutive month of growth since the 2008 financial crisis, and that beats the previous record of 120 months between the years 1991 and 2001. Joining us tonight to talk about it all, Odeta Kushi is Deputy Chief Economist at First American Financial. Thanks for joining us tonight, Odeta.
Absolutely.
It hasn't been the strongest growth that we've seen over this last decade or so, but it has been steady without a recession. What happened? Why has it been this way, do you think?
So this is the longest expansion that we've had in the record, and we're also facing record low unemployment rates and consecutive growth in job gains. However, it has been extremely slow. Compared to previous recoveries, we've had about a 2.3% year-over-year gain on average of GDP growth, and in the past we've had about 3.5%. The reason for that has been sluggish gains in the labor force, as more people are retiring and younger people have been pushing their educations longer and longer.
Well, slow and steady, though, wins the race. At least that's the adage. Does this continue at a slow and steady pace, or does the second half look even slower?
Well, we're starting to see some economic indicators really slow down in the second quarter, but the labor market remains extremely healthy, and 2/3 of GDP growth is consumer spending. So as long as those people have their jobs and they're able to go out and spend, then it's looking pretty healthy for 2019.
But those who are looking for a cut by the Federal Reserve in their interest rates are arguing in part that it's not just about our economy, but the global economy, that we're seeing a slowdown overall, in part because of the trade tariffs that we're seeing here. What do you think?
So that's something that could work to slow down the economy. So consumer confidence, business confidence, manufacturing are all a product of, the global economy, especially manufacturing. So we're really going to be watching what happens with these trade wars and tariffs, and that could have an impact on this expansion.
Depending on where you look, we just had a report on the housing market. The housing market has been an underpinning to this economy, but that, even with lower interest rates, in some sectors of the country is starting to slow. Is that significant?
So the housing market's made some significant gains, especially in house prices, but the issue really has been a lack of inventory. People are not moving from their homes, and it's really tough to buy what's not for sale. So we haven't seen the home sales that we've been expecting, but that's largely been a product of a lack of supply. Certainly not a lack of demand. The demand there is very strong.
So if you had to guess, how much longer does this last, do you think, without a recession of some kind?
We're seeing a healthy 2019. The crystal ball gets a little muddier after that, but definitely a strong year, especially as we continue with these record low unemployment rates and a healthy labor market.
That does help, that's for sure. Odeta Kushi with First American Financial. Again, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks very much.